rounds. First, out of the black corner, representing Black Lion Jiu-Jitsu from Grand Rapids, Michigan, he is Justin Andrews.
In steps Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and JCI veteran, Justin Andrews, representing Black Lion. As I mentioned, we've seen him here at JCI in the past, both at JCI 1 and 2. Tonight he completes the trifecta. Not just a competitor, but also a coach of grapplers and UFC fighters.
And his opponent, out of the red corner, he's from Nibiru, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's grappling out of Superior, Wisconsin. He is Rob Tahtinen.
And his incumbent, Rob Tahtinen, stepping in, representing Nibiru Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Training underneath head coach and instructor Leo Vieira. How's that for lineage? A 2002 IBJJF
The big boys are throwing down in 7 minutes of submission-only action.
Big boy black belt squaring off here at JCI 3, the Dominion. Christian Reynoso here alongside Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt UFC veteran Jessica Penne. And of course, our fantastic guest ring announcer, killing it as always, the Polish Hammer, Chris Horodecki in the house. UFC royalty in the building, as well as former UFC world champion Rose Namajunas is in the building. JCI 3 bringing all the stars out, friends.
Andrews with a very heavy tie plum head clinch situation, and Tahtinen breaks free. What we've seen from Andrews in all of the JCIs is heavy pressure, loves top position, but something tells me that Tahtinen likes the top position as well.
Luckily, they get to fight over it here, Jessica. But we also sometimes, in this sort of situation, what ends up happening is a wrestling match, right? Because they both want to get on top, and I don't foresee, I could be wrong, but I don't foresee guard pulling from Justin, and with the USA Wrestling logo on the calf.
Exactly what
of Rob Tahtinen. I don't foresee any guard pulling or anything of the sort, but we'll see.
That tie plum head clinch situation is wearing, and while Tahtinen is, staying strong, that over time ends up fatiguing pretty quickly if you're not used to it. I'd like to see Andrews take that and kind of sprawl down, kind of whip him down, create an angle to get Tahtinen's knees or hands at least touching the mat for a brief moment.
Yeah, something tells me that is a well, no, I know that is a very tall task, because you can see both of these guys are just so solid on the feet, not really giving each other an inch. But at the same time, we're not really seeing any shots, as they both clearly respect each other's jiu-jitsu greatly. You mentioned just how difficult it is to deal with that plum, right? Like that, what we see Justin Andrews just employing over and over again is keeping that pressure, that downward pull on Rob. Now, even if he isn't able to use that to bring Rob down to his knees, that's got to be incredibly taxing, Jessica, just as this match wears on, to have somebody as big and strong, as Justin Andrews just wrenching at your neck like that.
If you're not used to that sort of thing, you'll feel it tomorrow. You may even start to feeling it mid-match.
With that being said, I'm sure both of these guys are used to being in these situations, but man, oh man, like you said, that plum's so difficult to deal with. You saw him brush it past and just right back to action is Justin.
Andrew's very patient and intentional. Great cardio, and uses his strength and his cardio to slowly wear down his opposition.
And one thing I see Justin doing over and over again, which it's kind of funny because it's what I constantly shout at my youth wrestlers, is pummeling for inside control. And that's something that he's just so good at doing. He continuously makes sure that he keeps that inside control. Now, if he chooses to do something with it like shoot or a snap down or a whip by, that's up to him. But at least he has the choice, right, Jessica?
Absolutely. What I would like to see is what you just said. I'd like to see him, so he's wearing down on the head of Tahtinen. I'd like to see him now kind of time it and shoot under, maybe a blast double, anything.
And as we break through the 2-minute mark, and we go into these last 2 minutes of this match, it makes you wonder if one of them is going to change the equation a little bit here in the final moments, or maybe wait for that overtime to come at each other a little bit differently.
I mean, I think it's money in the bank right now for Andrews. I think he's wearing on Tahtinen. I think he is grinding him down slowly. He's tiring him out. And when he comes out into overtime, if we get there, I think that's a great opportunity to switch up the pace. Show him something that he hasn't seen.
Right, exactly. Again, both of these guys incredibly experienced, but there's something to the fact, I think, that Justin Andrews has been on the JCI stage twice already. He's as familiar as can be with the rule set, right? It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how both of these competitors treat the overtime period, which looks to be right around the corner. "20 seconds remaining here as a wrestling match has broke out here during this jiu-jitsu match. But honestly, as I know myself and all the other wrestling and grappling nerds, we're taking this all in because there is a lot happening here. This is a very exhausting style of matchup for both of these fighters.
No, my neck hurts just watching it. No, it really does. I'm in pain watching this.
Interesting. So Justin Andrews gets the coin toss. Okay, so he did. He chose top. For a moment, I thought he chose bottom. But now this match hits the mat for the very first time, and it's in overtime. Justin Andrews, Rob Tahtinen.
Andrew's doing a good job of staying square in the guard, not really He's controlling those hips of Tahtinen, but now he's Tahtinen's slowly trying to work up high guard. Andrew's doing a great job of defending that. I think that this coin toss was quite strategic and the right move to make, since he was having trouble getting him down to the ground.
In potentially an unpopular opinion, I wonder if the jockeying on the feet throughout the entire regulation was strategic as well. Again, conspiracy theory over here. I love to see that the strategy, though, however, is indeed adjusted for this overtime period. But with that being said, Rob is doing a good job of keeping Justin close and not allowing for too many opportunities.
Andrews is repeatedly covering the mouth of Tahtinen. While not illegal.
He's keeping it uncomfortable, man.
Exactly.
Guard opens here, and now passing is Justin Andrews. Certainly the biggest moment of this match thus far. Now front headlock.
You know what, Tahtinen did a great job of wrestling up to his knees and then getting back down, but Andrews taking advantage of it, slowly trying to take the back. Tahtinen trying to fight up. Oh, he's grabbed the arm of Tahtinen. Just so heavy and workmanlike.
So strong, so technical. You know, I think sometimes when you say someone's strong, you assume you're trying to say it's not. No. This is both strong, technical, beautiful jiu-jitsu from the top by Justin Andrews.
Tahtinen is doing a great job switching from hip to knee, He's, you can definitely see his wrestling experience. While he's not in a great position, he's making the best of the situation.
Staying alive. An absolutely workmanlike performance there for Justin Andrews in OT. As we will await for our judges to turn in their scorecards. Ooh, those big boys. I feel like the oxygen level in the room may have come down a little bit while those big boys took it all for their muscles and all that aggressive jiu-jitsu. I loved it. But it did indeed look as if Justin Andrews was in the driver's seat during OT. We'll see if the judges agree.
Grappling fans here at the Vixen, make some noise for the big boys! After 3 minutes of sudden death overtime, your judges have come to a unanimous decision for your winner. From Grand Rapids, Michigan, Justin Andrews!
Justin Andrews indeed gets the nod after being the more active fighter in OT. They battled it out on the feet during regulation. After getting the coin toss, Justin Andrews takes top position inside the closed guard of Rob. And certainly does enough as he's aggressive, constant pressure led to the pass, led to threatening the back. Very strong outing for the black belt, Justin Andrews.
From start to finish, he really didn't give Tahtinen any kind of space to mount any offense, which is, you know, is just kind of part of it. I think it's a great learning experience and growing experience for both of them. And that's sometimes all you can ask for.